Hey there, hey there, movie fans. Welcome to Kyle Do Cinema. Welcome back. I'm your host, Kyle. And in today's episode, I want to explore. I want to take some time. When you're first getting into movies, into cinema, they're really into. When you're first getting into film, there's two names that right off the bat you gotta know, and I'm not talking about like Kurosawa or Fettuccine or Goddard. I'm talking about two directors that I think are sometimes seen as sort of inaccessible or mysterious. So the first director I want to talk about, this is really like, it's one of those names that you really wish you heard more in modern film classes. Mr. Quentin Tarantino. He's sort of this like, it's this bad boy attitude to film that we're gonna come out, we're gonna break shit. Making movies for no money, and they're all like violent, they're gritty, but they're well written. They're really well. He's a good writer. Right off the bat, with his first film, Pulp Fiction, in 1992, Quentin Tarantino was showing audiences that he was the bad boy of cinema. He was given the opportunity by Miramax to make his second film, and some people say arguably his best one, Pulp Fiction. Since that point, Quentin Tarantino has been launched upward by his momentum into the sun, so to speak, and has come out with hit after hit, including Pulp Fiction, and Jackie Brown. The first director I want to talk about today is Hollywood's own skinny bug man, Wes Anderson. Wes Anderson is best known for his cotton suits and his corduroy suits, but also sometimes his films. It's been said that Wes Anderson's films are a lot like his jewelry box. Beautiful, intricate, Jeff Goldblum is there, but I don't think that really encapsulates the amount of effort and detail that this man puts into his movies. Almost, some would say, like a crazy person. You can normally tell a Wes Anderson movie because it's yellow or orange. Those are the only colors Wes Anderson can see. One of the things that gives a Wes Anderson movie the certain Wes Anderson charm that it gives it is his signature Wes Anderson cast. Wes Anderson is notorious for only working with his friends. Wes Anderson has directed a lot of movies which are all the same movie. The Grand Budapest Hotel, The Fantastic Mr. Fox, The Bottle Rocket, not a lot. Don't feel bad if you haven't seen any of these movies. These are pretty. I mean, this is here on this channel. We're for cinephiles. So why am I bringing up these two directors? What could be the purpose, the reason? Well, their films are both very good and respected, but they're very difficult to compare because of just how different they are. Wes Anderson's movies are all like oh, and everything is like. But then Tarantino's movies are like. So, really two just completely wild, crazy, wacky styles. So the reason that I bring them both up is I want to talk about, not a lot of people know about this, but I want to talk today about sort of a strange phenomenon that happens sometime in Hollywood, and that's ghost directing. Ghost directing. It's called ghost directing because Spielberg did it with Poltergeist. Ghost directed it as a ghost, but that doesn't really, that movie was about ghosts already. This movie's not about ghosts. And in this case, I believe that there is significant evidence towards the claim that Wes Anderson ghost directed the movie that some people call Tarantino's greatest accomplishment, Kill William, or Kill Bill, as it's known in America. Kill William is a revenge story about a female assassin who is turned upon by the other female assassins and Mads Mikkelsen. And shot, but then she goes and tries to revenge them, to revenge against them for shooting her. And just so many unforgettable characters. You got the black woman, you have the Chinese woman, you have the cowboy, you have the pirate, you have this bald guy. Do you understand? And so I know what you're thinking. Like, this movie, this is a clear cut and dry case of this is a Tarantino movie. I know what you're thinking. This is a Tarantino movie through and through. I mean, look at it. You got the blood, you got the swords, like in Pulp Fiction. You got the head slam in the door. You got feet. Like, these are not things that Wes Anderson would typically include in his movies. Imagine you're watching Fantastic Mr. Fox, and all of a sudden Mr. Fox just starts slamming that guy's head in the door. You'd be like, what? Mr. Fox, no. What's wrong? Here's the thing. Hidden throughout Kill William are clues, just like Stanley Kubrick's did with The Shining. This is where cinephiles really get set apart from regular people. All over the film, Wes Anderson is behind the camera saying, hey, I did this. Me. So today in this video, what I want to do is just go over some of these clues that Wes Anderson leaves us. You know, some of just these little hints, some of these little breadcrumbs. I mean, even though on the surface it doesn't look like there's a lot there, when you dig closer, there's a lot of evidence. This could be a Wes Anderson film. In this chapter, Uma Thurman's character tells us the background of the Chinese girl, and it's all shown in an anime. And this is really interesting because Wes Anderson himself is a huge fan of anime. He's made multiple anime films, Fantastic Mr. Fox, and adding an anime sequence into the middle of a regular movie, that's a ballsy move, Wes. What are you trying to say? I'm trying to fucking piece of shit. It's interesting. Yet another point too is, and this is just for those scholars out there. But if you look in this scene, when Beatrix Kiddo has been buried alive and has to break her way out of this coffin, once she does, when she digs upward, and this is really cool, she digs exactly the way the animals dig in Fantastic Mr. Fox. Like, seriously, here's the clips. Okay, so like, in summation, we're never gonna know for sure. The day that Wes Anderson goes out on his balcony and he's like, hey, I directed Kill Bill, it's not gonna happen. But that's what I think is the really fun part about theories, is that you never know, and it doesn't really matter anyways. It's just a thing that nerds do instead of, be productive or contribute. Really, that's what the internet's all about, right? If you have your own theories, I encourage you strongly to keep them to yourself. I'm just kidding. Please post them in the comments. If you liked this video, don't forget to, say it with me, like, share, and subscribe. But anyways, thanks for watching.
Tus labios quisiera, besar tus labios quisiera, malagueña salerosa.